So I've just moved into a new place, and I was gonna talk to you guys while putting up my vinyls on the wall, but then I realized I don't have enough stickies, so yeah, can't do that. So instead, to keep your attention, I'm gonna juggle. I think the season so far, like, it hasn't gotten off to the start. Damn it. I mean, I've been here before, I've done this long enough. Like, I know the value of staying even keel. Damn it. Like, it's important in this time not to get too low. It's a long season. The benefit of this league having 3 different competitions means that, you know, essentially that last one would have been nice to go far in that competition, but it doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, it doesn't define the year. So it's just important that we keep growing and we kind of learn. And I think, you know, we've learned, we still have a lot of work to do. Yeah, social media is usually a place where people share wins. Quite easy to just like, not talk about losses and not talk about difficult times. I'm a firm believer in just not being a front runner.
That's the sign of a good man. If you can talk shit when it's even score, or talk shit when you're behind score. When you're ahead, it's easy to talk.
I have every bit of faith that we'll get it together, like, honestly. I think the biggest thing for us is just finishing games. I don't think there's been a game where we've really just been like completely outclassed. So yeah, it's just finishing games and putting it all together. And I think once we figure that out, and the similar thing happened last year, it just took us a little while to figure it out, and then we got on a roll. So that's all we got to do, just find some momentum.
Like, he's brutal. He tried to shatter my whole world view, like, when we were literally 16. We were in, like, I think we were going up to Soda in the fucking van, yeah? And I'm like sitting in the front like a fucking teacher's there, and he's like, so lad, about this roundabout stuff, like, is it like to do with the moon or the sun, or like what dictates your hours? And I'm just like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I do what
I'm fucking told, sir. And he's like, so you're telling me you're doing all of this, and you don't know why you're doing it? Like Lloyd.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, no, fair point. I said that you should probably know why you're doing this. Like, I'm like,
that's
I went home that day, and mom was like, fair point, you gotta fucking know. You gotta give people the answers, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought, while I'm sorting out some of your guys' orders, to tell you a little bit about what's going on as far as the Doomsday boot sale. I think this will be the last thing I drop from that site. Now, like, if you look, like, the site's closed. Kind of wish I don't think it reached the potential it could have, because I pretty much just wasn't able to give it enough time. Over the last few years, I've been spread very thin across projects, like I've mentioned in the past on this channel, just briefly. Like last year, I was doing work with the media and marketing team here at Surrey, and the year before, I was doing that, plus also working on a pilot, essentially, for a show for the BBL. So yeah, just been stretched super thin. But this year, or this season rather, I've don't have any of that. Yeah, so now I have this season really just to focus on my own projects, this channel being one of them. As you know, I went to Japan, and in Japan I kind of just had this vision for a brand that I felt like missing in the basketball community. I just feel like there's such a divide between like NBA fans and British Basketball League fans, and like in actuality, like, you both kind of like the same thing, like, you know, you both like basketball for the same reason. There's got to be some sort of middle ground somewhere where these two people kind of coincide. And as popular as football and rugby and other sports are, I believe basketball is really popular in this country. You see the stats about like it being one of the most participated sports, at least at a youth age. Just with access in this country, it's kind of hard to get that community aspect of basketball sometimes, unless you go to a club. But not everyone really wants to. Not everyone really wants to do that. Some people just want to be part time. Playing for a club's a commitment at the end of the day. So I just have this vision for a brand, just help basketball get pushed into the mainstream, you know. Yeah, at the moment I'm just in the process of trademarking things, building up the aesthetic and trying to get ready for. I think I want to announce the brand in the new year. I think that would be ideal, you know, new year, new brand, blah, 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 very cliche, but that's what I'm aiming for. So this has been fun. I think, yeah, this Doomsday boots will help get me sort of an appetite for this and learn some things and some things I should do, maybe shouldn't do, and all that stuff. But honestly, thank you for everyone. Thank you to everyone who's bought something and been a part of this, as small as it is. It really means a lot. I wish I could have done more with it, but yeah, I'm excited for this new thing that I want to go and do, so and I hope you'll be a part of that.
Well, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome here to the Surrey Sports Park for tonight's game in the Super League Basketball Championship between our hosts, the Surrey 89ers, and the visitors coming from Scotland, the Caledonia Gladiators.
All week we had spoken about the importance of pushing the ball against Caledonia, and they're a team that had been struggling, so we saw this as a good opportunity for us to get a win and turn things around against a struggling team. I think one of the biggest keys for us getting out the gates early was honestly our defense here. You see how disruptive we're being, and then coming down the other end and just attacking right away.
Good and now makes contact, goes in. Wow. This guy is tough as nails.
Yeah. Now, I just want to take the opportunity here to say how much I love these opportunities. I honestly love getting switched onto a big and the other team thinking that there's a mismatch here. I love the fight. I'm much stronger than I look, especially to big. I honestly really embrace that challenge. So I do as good as I can to try and push the big off the block and make them uncomfortable and in a space where maybe they're not so used to making moves from. But yeah, I love this stuff. Bit of a teachable moment here. As you see here, I want to use Jordan to come off the screen and potentially look for a shot for myself. As Onweiss is overplaying me, I cut back door. And if you see here what it does to Jordan's defender, and that frees him up for an easy catch and shoot. Just the importance to any younger players out there, whether you get the ball or not, the importance of running cuts hard with intention, because without even touching the ball, you've got a teammate in open shot. Fourth quarters are where we've usually struggled, but this game was different. The energy that we had in that fourth quarter was palpable. You see here how aggressive I am. I'm not letting Pat touch it. You know, the hedge is hard, and again, we're in the lane, we're disruptive and going down the other end. And I think we showed good poise. We were able to execute here, and then when they took what we wanted to get away, we found other options, kept the ball moving, and still found a good shot. And then to follow that up, we have extra efforts from guys like Dame here getting on the boards like an absolute monster and getting us to the free throw line.
He's done really, really well.
Something I admire here about Cam and other smaller guards is their ability to finish. See how he gets into the body first before finishing.
Good at extending it to a 9-point deficit.
Now Caledonia didn't exactly lay down and die here. Despite Henry's great defense, they were still able to hit big shots and stay within striking distance. But ultimately, like I said, I think we stepped up another gear in the fourth and we're able to just close the game out, giving us our first league win. That was huge for us, huge for morale, and something we're looking forward to build on. I think a really good performance from everyone.
Next time I'm putting a fucking seat in my contract.
You just got moved. You just got moved.
Yeah, bro, twice.
Who stole your seat?
First it was Andrew. I stole his.
That's crazy. You just out here upsetting the ecosystem, bro.
And then Lloyd's about to take mine, so I thought, let me beat him to it.
Welcome to the back.
Was a Negro, so I can't.
Yeah, right.
I can't handle
Exactly.
it. I was trying to be classy up front.
Why are they the two biggest motherfuckers?
You know what I'm saying?
For real. All the bigs are back here.
Bigs in the back.
Yo, you know something? Josh only fucks with seconds. All your friends.
Someone got sent me screens.
Type shit.
Well, get comfy, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you here for round 3 of SLB action. Again, I'm Drew Lasker, joined here by Chloe Gaynor as we tip things off. The Surrey 89ers in the St. Patrick's green, Newcastle Eagles home team in the black-white strip as they win the tip. Gooden doesn't like what he sees, skips to the corner. Josh Steele, a place that he loves, bang, off the rip.
Getting off to another strong start this game, letting the ball move, pushing in transition, active on defense, not to mention one of my better games so far this season.
4 early points for Money Mike. Great cut by Josh Steele.
I've got to give Raekwon a lot of credit here because he's actually pretty good at this. I've seen him do it a few times. I'm terrible at it, but really good at just picking people's pockets on their crossover, and I have no idea how he managed to finish
Great
this.
stop by the rookie Brown, flips it up, and 1 bucket. Great move by the rookie. Eagles take the 4-point lead. Surrey from the corner as Josh Steele answers back. Eagles need a stop here. Steele, and that's just too easy. Lawrence. Josh Steele able to shake free. Nice shot, big time bucket. Akaru. Again, shot clock winding down at 6 as he types roast the baseline. Shot clock at 3, Spencer flips it up. Big time shot by Jordan Spencer. The shot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and it's coming at the right time too.
Steele looks to answer back. Big time shot. Extra pass to Allen Ikens, turns down the shot. Jordan Spencer back, playing hot potato with Allen Ikens, and another shot at the buzzer. Long shakes loose from the corner, and that's a guy that you cannot leave loose if you're Surrey. Gets around Teo, flips it up, short, Seneca Knight picks up the loose change.
Doesn't matter who's guarding him, it's his time to shine.
Great pass as Dame Adelican rises to the next level with a flush. Still comes around the screen. Uses the Adelican ball screen. Adelican gets inside, goes into the defense. Knight, who's been quiet all night long, no pun intended, gets stuck. Great defense by Steele.
Yeah, so a disappointing finish to what I thought was a really good performance from us. Just, they made some very tough shots at the end. We didn't, and then weren't able to clean up the boards and the possessions we needed them. For me personally, one of my better games. I felt like I'd been struggling recently. It's good to have a good game going into national team camp.